Holy smokes. That was a fun podcast. I just got done talking with Matt Green. We talked for about an hour. This guy is a fun dude, man. We had so much fun talking. We talk about hard enduro. We talk about the sport of hard enduro, training, fitness, mindset, and having fun, because that's the whole point of this whole thing. So this is a fun podcast. I really hope you like it. Let me know what you guys think and what you'd like to hear from our future guests in the comments, please. And thanks for listening. If it weren't for you guys listening and commenting and joining in and subscribing and all that, we would do it anyway. But it really helps us out. So before we get into it, we got to give a shout out to our sponsors. First and foremost, Beta Motorcycles. What more can I say? I've been on the Beta program. I rode for Beta from 2012 to 2020, and then I did my own thing with Gas for a few years, and now I'm back with the brand, and I've been absolutely loving the bikes I'm riding. I run the 250 two-stroke and the 300 two-stroke. I'd like to dabble in the little four-stroke action because I used to run the 390. I won a couple hair scramble championships on the 390. A little fun fact right there. But I do love the two-strokes. I've been enjoying them a lot. It's a carbureted 300. The chassis works great. KYB suspension. The 250's peppy. It's fun. I don't know. That's all I got to say. I don't want to go too far because I could talk about them for a long time. But Beta Motorcycles, thank you guys for everything that you do for me, for the channel, and for the sport. Climb. Climb was one of my first sponsors back in 2009, and I just love how committed they are to making good products. Today, we're going to highlight a little product for you. Check this out. This is my go-to pack. Okay, just got done riding this morning, actually. I forget what model this is. Several things I like about it, though. This rubberized, like, weatherproof shell that it's got. It's really durable. You can throw this thing on the ground. If it's wet, you don't got to worry about it. These holes, I like to just run a few zip ties in there, and just these straps, being able to like strap stuff to the outside of this pack really changes things up. It makes it nice. Like I can strap a jacket to the outside of this and not even know that it's there. Or if I find like a deer antler or something like that, like out in the wild, or a nice stick that I want to take home, I can definitely strap it to this pack. And I've used this a lot. So that's actually a really important feature that I look for in my packs, and they do a really good job with this. There's a big pouch right here. It's felt lined, so you can throw extra pair of gloves, your phone. I carry my phone in my pocket of my climb pants, so I don't need this for that. But this is just a nice separate pocket that you can put stuff in. Big main pocket, 3 liters of water, blah, blah, blah. What else I like about this pack is there's not a lot of stuff to get caught on branches. I'm out here in the desert, so I'm always making trail or ducking through trees and stuff, and a lot of packs like will get caught on stuff, but this hard material, stuff doesn't get caught on this thing very good. It's very low profile, but because of the ability to strap stuff on the outside, I'm not really giving up a lot of like storage and stuff like that. It fits nice, got the harness style, and check that out, I got the MKC on there. Not a sponsorship, I would love for them to be, but I love knives, so I got to keep that thing on me. So shout out to Climb for making good products and keeping me well kitted for the thing that I love the most. Also, we got Bulletproof Designs. Bulletproof Designs, all-American, high-quality billet aluminum protective equipment for your dirt bike. The reason why I love Bulletproof Designs is because, one, the warranty. If something breaks or if you have any issues with the product, call them, send it back, they'll send you a new one, and they will take care of you. These guys are by the riders, for the riders, and they are legit. Bud over there is awesome. He actually helped Matt Green get here with support for racing a lot of the hard enduros. They have a full hard enduro team, all Hawaiians, and it's a good crew. So shout out to Bulletproof Designs for their commitment to the sport of hard enduro. And last but certainly not least, my preferred retailer, Slavens Racing. This is my go-to place to get all my preferred hard enduro parts, my tires. They have all my favorite tires there. The Michelins, the Dunlops. I haven't tried the Dunlop, but I'm working on it. IRCs, Nitro Moose, Michelin Moose, SXS skid plates, Bulletproof Designs product, Climb gear, CD boots, whatever you want, Slavens has got it, and they have a full staff of dirt bike riders that are ready to help you. So if you need something for one of your bikes, they're ready to help. Call them up, tell them what problem you're having, and they will help you find a solution. They're not just like a big box store that's just trying to sell you stuff. These guys are actually doing it for the right reasons, and they are happy to help you out. So I've had a good thing with Slavens. I've had a lot of good luck. They ship stuff out the same day. Massive shout out to Slavens Racing for providing the community with all the best products. Thank you, Slavens. And there's one other sponsor that I've forgotten to mention, and that is Onyx Off-Road. These guys have seriously changed the game. A big part of why I ride is for exploring. I absolutely love exploring. I love seeing new places, and having a good GPS system is really important. And for me, it's completely changed the game. I have all my tracks on my map at all times, so I can zoom out and I can zoom in and I can see wherever I've been, which makes navigating and riding dirt bikes more fun. I can actually zoom in, zoom out, change the axis so I can see the elevation of the land. Oh, I wonder if I can make it here. Can I get through here? You can actually like study the landscape with Onyx Off-Road. You can mark waypoints, and it's also super easy to load tracks. So when your buddy makes a trail or makes a track and sends it to you, you can load it up really nice and easy. I'm obsessed with Onyx Off-Road. Enter code MAX15 for a discount on an elite membership. For GPS races, I'm done with the Garmin's. I'm just running the Onyx on the phone. I'll get a burner phone. I'll use my main phone and I'll break it. It doesn't matter, but it is so far superior to like a standard typical GPS unit. That is my preferred setup. Thank you, Onyx Off-Road. That's all we got. Thank you for making it through this intro. Let me know what you think about this podcast. Have fun. Let's go riding. Matt, what's going on, man? Where are you at right now?
Dude, there's like a storm going on outside. We had like flash flood warnings yesterday. I'm in Hawaii, in Oahu, I think the island's called. And it's insane here, bro. Like, outside my window, there's palm trees, and like the beach is just down the road, and like, it's just, it's so
Who are you staying with?
So, Connor?
Yeah.
He won the A class. He's like 17. He just turned 17, actually. He's born in like 2009, I think. It's crazy. And he's got his own... Yeah, he's a weapon. But anyways, I met him at King of Motos, and we kind of teammates. I mean, Matt, like, Champion Brick was looking after me, and he's in the same teams. When I was thinking and looking at plans for after the race, he was like, dude, just come to my house. Like, we'll hang out here for a week or 2 weeks or whatever until the race. Like, it's perfect training. I'm racing in Hawaii next, so yeah, it's worked out well.
So you're staying with them? Him and his family are taking good care of you over there, yeah?
Like, unreal. I mean, they're so nice. I didn't know any of them. Hadn't met them ever before. They I've like become their another son. They've been so kind,
That's so awesome.
What a nice family. The whole family, really. Like, they got such a good setup here at their house. Like, anything we've needed or wanted to do, we've just done. Like, yeah, it's been cool.
That's amazing. That's one thing I love about the off-road community and the Hawaiians. Everybody's like super nice and just ready to take people in and feed you and show you their life and where they live. And
I know, they've been so kind. I mean, like, yeah. I'm going next to ride a guest. He's taking me in next, so we'll see. But so far it's been unreal.
What's your favorite part of Hawaii?
Well, the Hawaii I've seen so far hasn't been too much. Like, I pretty much got here. This week I knew I can have like hard training. So we got our race in 2 weeks time from now. And I was kind of like, okay, sweet, I'm going to be here for a week. Like, just want to put my head down, really train hard every day, like push. You can be exhausted. Like, now I'm pretty tired. We've been going, so I haven't seen too much of like the social side of Hawaii so far. But yeah, I've been swimming at the beach every day, like swimming a mile. There's an island which is like half a mile out. I've been swimming to the island and back every day, and that's probably my favorite part because it's like coral the whole way. So swimming, I've been using these goggles that I picked up on the way to the beach one day, and like literally it's like swimming in an aquarium. You're watching the whole time. I've swam into 2 turtles. Like, it's what the hell, It's
island
crazy.
Life.
Dude, island life, it's so good.
It's amazing. Are you worried about sharks at all?
Yeah, they said this, like, they were like, oh, you're going out to like Flat Island, someone got bit by a shark 10 years ago. But I'm not too worried. I'm not too scared of them. I mean, I'm from South Africa where we've got big sharks. I mean, bigger sharks than what's here. And they just keep to themselves. They're not really a problem.
Do you have ocean life in South Africa? Like, how far away are you from the ocean where you come from?
I'm about 45 minutes from the ocean. So, like, we do, but when the guys are going, then I'll go. Like, sometimes my mates go through phases. Like, we used to surf a bit, and then it was cool. We'd go quite regularly, but otherwise from then, haven't in the last few years.
Is it like desert where you live in South Africa? I want to visualize what it's like. Is it similar to Arizona? What's it like there?
So, I mean, South Africa itself is pretty diverse. You've got like all the different seasons, all the different sort of desert. I live in the more tropical area. We have a wet summer, so it rains in summer, it's dry in winter. And I'm like towards the mountains, so it's not really tropical climates, but you know, everything's green in summer and everything's brown in winter, and like we get frost over the winter, and yeah, we're quite close to the mountains, but a bit further towards the coast, then there's like palm trees and like luscious green plants, and you know, they don't really have much of a winter.
Huh. Do you love South Africa? Like, what's your favorite place that you've been, and where do you want to end up when you want to settle down someday?
I don't know. I mean, like, my favorite place is difficult to pinpoint it, because it depends on what you sort of mean, you know. If
Right.
it's favorite place to train, I'd probably say this. I mean, this has been so pleasant, so easy to go running in the morning, even if it's raining. Like, you just go out and, you know, you don't feel like you're cold, and the water here is beautiful, and the people are so easygoing. But then if it's food, then it's probably Italy. I mean, I spend most of my time there, and that's incredible for food and touring as well. And then if it's lifestyle, it's South Africa for sure. So I don't actually know. I don't know. Still got to see some places. I haven't done Australia and New Zealand, like, and I haven't done much of South America. So I guess yeah, I'd like to do that.
Those places are sick for sure.
Dude, for sure. But getting back to what you were asking, like, I'm definitely going to be back in South Africa when this is all done. On the farm, you know, like, it's just kind of what's going to happen. So I just don't know when.
How old are you?
24.
So you're still young. And your parents have a farm, is that right?
Yeah, like, you could say that. I mean, my dad's potato farming at the moment, which he has been my whole life. And then we've just gotten into dairy farming now. Yeah, so I've pretty much just grown up on the farm my whole life, and yeah, that's what my parents do for income, is farming.
That's cool.
Yeah,
It's a good way to grow up. Good way to be.
yeah, bro. I don't think you can get much better.
Yeah. Well, because you're rooted in something, you're producing something, you have a purpose for something. You're not just like floundering around. You're working.
Yeah, sure. And like the farm, I mean, it's like an everyday thing. The farm doesn't stop growing, and the cows don't stop eating. So whether you feel like, I don't know, looking after them for that day or not, they're still going to be there. So
Doesn't matter.
it's a pretty full-time job, you know. I know with my dad, like, he's insane on the farm. You know, he works hard, and yeah, it's like your responsibility, and you let it slip for a little bit, and then it takes you so long to get it back to where it was. So it's kind of just like a constant grind, like constant effort, you know, to get it good. And once that machine is going and that ball's rolling, then you got to keep it going. Like, yeah,
Always got to be on top of it. The only thing I don't like about farming is then you have to be there. You have to be there pretty much year round. You can't really go somewhere else. So if it's hot or snowing or anything, there's no escaping.
oh yeah, for sure, literally. Like, you can't go anywhere. I mean, with the dairy, it's even more so, because you know, you got to milk the cows on Christmas. Like, every day you milk the cows. At least with potatoes, we have like a season. Now they're harvesting, so it's super busy. We got a lot of staff on the farm, so yeah, it's a busy time. But in 4 or 5 months' time, you know, it's kind of a rest period. There's not too much going on, just a bit of land prep, and so yeah, then it does give you a bit more time off. But
Yeah.
it's still a full-time thing.
All right, we're back. No tough technical difficulties or anything, but you know, me and Matt are just trying to figure out this whole computer thing still. Thank you for your
Just
patience.
dirt bike riders at core, you know, like,
Exactly.
can't take it out of us.
Exactly, that's exactly what it is. You've mentioned your training a little bit, how much you like to train, and then how you like to go hard before the race, and you also said that you were running. And I also saw you running. This is something I wanted to ask you. I saw you running down the road like as fast as you could at King of the Motos the day after when I was leaving. I see this guy sprinting down the dirt road on Boone Road from the freeway. I'm like, Matt's training the day after the race. What's going on here? What's happening? What's that all about?
Who is gonna carry the boats, bro? Honestly, someone's gonna be working hard in the paddock. It may as well be me. I'm not here for a holiday, Max, and I'm here to try and make it happen here in America. So I'm not gonna like just arrive and just mosey my way through it. I'm gonna hit it as hard as I can.
So you're trying to train. You're like, you woke up the next morning and you're like, all right, time for a run. This is standard procedure.
I'll tell you what I actually did. I woke up the next morning and carried on with my normal day, and I was like, yeah, I must do a recovery run today. You know, we had quite a hard effort. King of the Motors, I pushed hard. I think I averaged 170, close to 170 for the 3-hour race. So
It's a huge effort.
Yeah, on paper it was a huge effort, but it just didn't feel like it was such a big effort. I mean, I've been working hard in the off season, but I was fresh, and then I thought, okay, I'm going to do my recovery run, 5 kilometers from the gate. I had been doing it most days in that week before, but basically from the tar road to our paddock was like 6 kilometers, so it was a nice little half-kilometer warm-up, 5K run, half kilometer cool down. Like it was just working out quite nicely. It's not a long distance. Anyway, so that day I started off, I was doing my warm up, and then I had a look at my watch, and I was on pace, like I was going fast. My mate James Moore, he runs. He's so tall. He's got these long legs, so he like runs super fast, and he did a sub 20-minute 5 kilometer when we were in Italy. And I tried and I couldn't. Like I was a bit short, and then I tried again another time and I didn't make it. But I'd seen that I was like, hey, you know what? The legs are moving today. Today's the day. I'm gonna hold pace. So I started running like at full speed. And I had my 5K, it was a perfectly flat, I mean, we're in the desert, there's literally not a hill, it's just flat the whole way, from there, start to finish. The road was good, there wasn't traffic, and I was like, okay, this is it, I'm going to do my sub 20. So I literally sprinted for 5 kilometers, the fastest I've ever done it in my life. I smashed the time, I beat James by miles, and I was like, oh wait, day after the race, still got some gas in the tank, like, yeah.
What was your time? What was your time?
It was 1920 something. I'm gonna look because it was an effort. Like,
isn't that strange with running? I've been doing a bit of running myself lately. Like this past like year and a half, I've always ran semi consistently, but I've started to run a lot. And isn't it crazy how some days you just are like gliding across the earth, just
dude, that was me that day.
And then some days, it's like you feel like you got lead in your feet.
I know. That was me that day, and I checked it was 19 minutes, 22 seconds. Like, but that day I was moving, and then I just put there like a subtle recovery run, post-race, casual. But
so how do you know, do you base how hard you go in training off how you're feeling? For example, if you go out for a run or a ride and you're feeling a bit flat that day, do you turn it into more of like a recovery thing with running? Maybe you'll back the pace down a little bit and just work on your technique, or with riding, maybe if you're feeling a bit flat, do you just work on some skill work instead of doing motos? Like, how do you structure that and how do you gauge that?
Yeah, I'd say I definitely do. I don't have a coach, so I don't like look at numbers and kind of get told what to do. I'm like self-taught or self-coached, but what I try and do is like now I'll make a decision. Okay, we rode 6 hours yesterday. If I'm gonna go for a run, I'll be like, hey, or swim. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna swim a mile. Like I'm gonna push easy pace, not too hard, because I'm quite tired from yesterday. But when I start swimming, if I'm feeling like, oh, I'm super tired or I don't feel like doing this, then I'm like, you know what? Like, no, I've already decided how hard I'm gonna train and how hard I'm gonna go before, because I think that kind of takes out the element of like, oh no, I'm not feeling good, and it's too easy to just like make excuses while you're doing it, you know. So at least I've definitely judged my training based off how I'm feeling, but that's like beforehand, not while I'm there, you know. I'm not like, oh, let me go for a run and see how I'm feeling, how far I'm gonna run. I'll like try and make a decision before and then stick to it, and then it's not really a negotiable whether I'm doing it or not, you know.
Well, except for King of Motos, that was supposed to be a recovery run, and then you felt good, and you're like, screw it, I'm pouring it on.
Except for King of Motos, yeah, I'd say.
So it only goes up. So if you're feeling good, then you'll go harder, and if you're feeling shitty, then you'll still just complete what you said, committed yourself to.
You know?
Yeah,
just get through it. So, I don't know. I enjoy training. It's funny. Like I've always enjoyed training. But I got into it now the last couple of months. We've had a group back home. Trevor Rowe, John Cannon, Greg Minnar. The boys have been firing, you know, and like we've all gotten into it and we've all gotten so fit now. So we just like, I don't know, everyone's just having a dig at each other with like our stats and stuff. We've got a big run coming up on the 14th of February. On Valentine's Day, we're doing a 14-kilometer time trial. We're running for purpose, and we'll see how that goes. Like, I was just talking to my mate now about it. They got like whole running plans and like split times. But I mean, Max, honestly, as I'm speaking to you, I'm thinking to myself, like, this is a bit weird. It's like I'm in my fitness era. I don't know. It's like a bit strange.
So you track your heart rate, yeah?
Yeah.
But you don't get too in depth. You track it just to know where you're at, what's going on. Is that right? Or do you look at it, or?
Nah. I mean, looking at it doesn't change anything. Like, if I'm pushing, I'm pushing. Whether my heart rate's this or that. Like, I certainly don't make a judgment based off what I see. It's more about how you feel, you know. So.
Yeah, I'm always curious, just because I'm always like playing the game and finding the line as well. And you know, you make your plans based on all your previous knowledge of like what works for you. Like, okay, riding 3 to 4 times a week is usually good for me. An hour each day, at least 1 hour of like good focus, hard work, and then a couple of days running mixed in there, or whatever it is, whatever works for you. But that's all just based on previous knowledge. You know what I mean? So you're not using a coach or anything. You're just going off of previous knowledge, how you feel, and what you think you can do, and what you think is best for you, and then committing yourself to that.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm not that into it with statistics. I wish I was. And you can't really be with our sport, to be fair. Like, there's too many outside influences
Variables.
and elements, So I think it's cool to look and often to be like, holy shit, like, I just averaged 170 heart rates for 3 hours or 4 hours, and you're like, dog was barking inside there.
Yeah, we were pushing. Do you ever find that when you're well recovered, your heart rate will be higher, but it'll still be easier to do what you're doing?
And I can't really say I do because I can't say I've noticed much. Like, I don't really go through the stuff, to be fair. And
yeah,
that's it.
I just noticed, like, for me, like when I'm running and I'm gliding and it's like feels easy, I can put up a really fast pace and my heart rate could be high, like pretty high, but I'm not really feeling like I'm super tired, right? Like I'm not like, I'm just, but my heart rate will be high. But on days when I'm flat or I'm tired or I'm not feeling it, my heart rate will be lower and I'll feel crappy, but I won't be able to get my heart rate as high.
Yeah, I get you. I know what you mean. But I can't say I've really noticed that for me.
Okay. Well, that's the other crazy thing is everybody's body is so much different. Like I think people's bodies are more different than what we think that they would be.
Yeah. I'd say, I mean, I look at Billy, and I mean, he's like 100 kgs with a dad bod, and like if we've been for a run before and it wasn't pretty, like it wasn't anything exciting, but he's one of the best in the world, like it's just in a different way. We actually said he reckons that he would outdo me in a high. We said a high rocks is probably like your standard base like fitness test. I don't know. I think it's a pretty fair like who's fit, and like there's enough endurance in there. There's enough like not really technical ability in there. Like it's pretty basic. Like so he said he'd outdo me in a high rocks, and I said no ways. But yeah, we yet to do it. So
you reckon?
I reckon I'd do Billy. I reckon Manny would probably give me. And Johnny, I think Johnny would win out of all of us, but that can run like a gazelle. Like he's
he's got long legs too. Yeah.
He's like thin and just like he actually looks like an athlete, whereas most of us don't really.
That's what's great about dirt bikes is you don't have to look like an athlete or you don't have to be like look at Cooper Webb for example. I respect that guy so much, but he doesn't look like much. He just looks like a regular guy. Like doesn't look like an athlete. But he is. I mean, but if he tried to show up for a basketball tryout, they wouldn't even let him try out.
I know. I mean, like literally, we do just ride bikes. I don't know why we're getting so technical into this whole flipping heart rate and stats. Like at the end of the day, we just riding motorbikes. Like it is that at core, and that's what counts really. How well you ride your bike. Like, it's so sick,
Well, and then there's like the whole idea of. The more that you ride your bike, the more fit you'll be on your bike, and the more energy you'll save, the more efficient you'll be on the bike. So then it's like Billy, for example, not a great runner, probably, maybe, but insane on the bike.
Terrible runner.
But if you can get 10 feet higher on every hill climb at a hard enduro before you have to start switchbacking, then you're saving minutes and minutes at the end of the race.
That oak is good. He can do a splats, and he can. You know what he's really good at? He's good on the front wheel. He's so good at like endoing. I've never been good at doing a stoppie, and wheeling as well. I've kind of learned now, but he's so. We were training in Italy last year, and there was this like awkward downhill like step thing that you kind of had to push to get the bike from the one side to the other. Once you were there, then you could drop down, and Billy like looked back, and he just like went on the front wheel, hit the tire against a tree, and it like flicked around. And then he stoppy dropped off the ledge. It was honestly one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. And I literally was like I was speechless. And he like looked up and he was like he knew that was good. Like that was really good. And I was like, bro, like there's no ways you're doing this at training. a huge drop off, right there, and you're sitting there flicking your back wheel around off a tree, and he's just so comfortable on the front wheel, and it's unbelievable.
He's comfortable on the front wheel. He's comfortable on the back wheel. He's comfortable on both wheels. It's pretty crazy to watch him ride. He's definitely pushing the sport. It seems like
he isn't.
I mean, you even watch Johnny, like watching Johnny ride now compared to how Johnny rode like a couple of years ago, and even Johnny's more on the rear wheel and stuff. But that's how it works. Everybody's trying to adapt and figure out how to go that fast. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's the way things improve.
Yeah. Have you noticed like anything specific from running? Like, I know we're just talking about training, but we'll get past it in a second, but I'm just personally curious, like, have you noticed any improvements on the bike? Like, what has it improved on the bike from your consistent running?
Yeah, I mean, it's running, it's cycling as well, and it's swimming. Like, I'd say I don't do more of either. At the moment, I'm not cycling much because I don't have my bike here, but I've always just cycled as base training, like especially with my knee. And the reason I've had knee problems for a while, I had an ACL surgery last year, and a big part of the rehab program was running. And I was like, oh shit, like I got to get into this now. Like I don't like it, whatever. Slowly got into it because of my knee, and it was solely because of that. And yeah, now the past 3-4 months, it's been running, cycling, and swimming, and it's kind of been similar hours for each. But you know what? It can't harm you being unfit. And when I'm tired, when I'm racing, that's when I start making mistakes and start losing time and dropping the bike and things like that. And it's not something that I'm not aware of. So that's why I've just been, get on top of your fitness, get super strong, super like have your endurance good, and then you're not going to have that problem anymore. So I definitely say it's helped. I mean, King of Motos, I didn't even dent my pump. I can tell if I've gotten tired and arm pump are the two things that it'll make me dent my pipe. Like I don't know, that's a good way for me. I can see if I was tired or had arm pumps if my pipe's got a scratch. King of Motos, it didn't, so I'm stoked.
Because it means that you got lazy or you were tired and you weren't looking up far enough ahead, and then you 100%. Tipped over or you hit a rock that you didn't see because you were fatigued or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's more your brain that gets so tired. Yeah. When you're physically tired, your brain gets tired and then it starts drifting a bit, and then you make a mistake,
Totally.
So if you got the fitness and that's the direct improvement that I can tell.
Yeah. Speaking of King of Motos, how did the King of Motos go for you? And what was your goal for your first U.S. Hard Enduro? And how did King of the Motos go for you?
Bro, it was insane. I mean, like, I rocked up in the desert. I didn't even know about the race or what the setting was or anything. And on my flight, I had to fly from South Africa. It took me 48 hours to get to America because I booked, like, a cheaper airline ticket. I didn't really want to. I had more time than money on my hands at the moment, so I thought, let me just, get there slowly. I watched some videos on the plane. Shout out to Qatar with their Starlink Wi-Fi. So I was watching some King of Motos. Coming there, and I thought, what the hell? Like, this is insane. And then I saw the cars, and I saw the whole King of Hammers event, and I was like, pretty much arrived at this desert, like, blind to what's going to happen. Set the bike up the best I could, which worked out well. Bulletproof designs, like, just kind of hopped on board, and they were like, we'll support you. The bike from Dave from Gold Creek was working pretty good as is when I got it, but it was quite dirty and quite like, it hadn't been prepped at all. So I had to, literally, we 2 full days, like, without stopping, worked on that bike. Got it going sweet just in time for, like, press and everything. And then, obviously, because I'm not from America and, like, I'm kind of a new guy in the series, I had quite a lot of press to do, like that, my testing day. So I ended up doing a lot of photo shoots and a lot less riding than I wanted to. And then the next thing, it was the race. Like, it just kind of, like, I walked
comes quick
1 hour before we raced the prologue because I had been so busy just sorting out, like, shit, you could say, like, just, like, not necessary stuff, but necessary for other reasons. And then, it was good. I did the prologue, got in the top 5, which was the front row, stoked, made some changes on the bike, changed some clickers, and then went out and did the race and finished third. I mean, I was crossed the line third, and I was super stoked, like, on the podium, first race. It's not my home territory. These boys have ridden the track many times before, many other years. They know where to go. It's a GPS race. I'm like a fish out of water here in America, and we just made it happen. So that was super, super sick. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better introduction into the series.
That's great. That's amazing. Yeah. And the whole King of Hammers event is crazy, right? It's like a festival for off-road people. It's amazing. And I think as part of the hard enduro community, I think that we are lucky to be a part of something like that because it kind of brings us to the big stage, if you will.
100%. It's like, even though we're a small step in the big picture, like, that event is insane. I mean, I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, me neither. It's crazy. It's like Burning. Have you heard of Burning Man?
It's like Burning Man for off-road enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Like rednecky, like.
Oh yeah.
Just mad people that just get involved. There's a lot of money going around, and then on top of it, it's like the highest end of it's like the pinnacle of off-road sports. I don't even know how to describe it. There's so much going on. You know, you got like the parties going on. You got like the whole sort of camping setup. That's massive. And then you got the racing on top of it, you know?
Yeah. Do you think it'd be possible to have an event that big that was just for dirt bikes?
I mean, yes. I wouldn't say there'd be as many people, but, like, there's a lot of people that ride, eh? And then if you start bringing in, like, your sort of adventure side people, you know, if they start coming in as well, because that's a huge market. Like, the adventure bikes is massive. And then if you try and bring in, like, your leather jacket sort of Harley guys somehow... Yeah. I mean, then
burnout contests.
But yeah, then you're really getting big, you know. I mean, so many people have a road bike, like so many people have a Harley, and those like clubs, and it's big, eh?
Yeah, but I don't know if I think there would be a pretty big disconnect between like the off-road people and them. Like I don't know if that would. I mean, no discrimination against them, but I don't know if they like really care about what we're doing, you know what I mean? Or if we really care about what they're doing. We're just like, you're just a Harley guy, and they're like, what are they might be like intrigued by it though, like what the hell are these guys doing riding these motorbikes up these rocks and these canyons?
I mean, I don't know, I've never seen their side, so I don't think they've seen ours.
Well, maybe it's like maybe something could happen, but I'm always just curious about like how big something, you know, how to grow the sport or how big something could be. You know what I mean? I mean, you look at Erzberg and that's like a really huge event.
Erzberg is massive.
Are you doing Erzberg this year?
Yeah, Max, this is like the biggest race in the world, you know?
So why don't you tell us what you're doing? What are you doing over here racing the U.S. Hard Enduros, man?
At the moment, it just seems like I'm a la VIN, like... We just living the dream, eh? Our racing only starts, when I say our racing, the World Championship, which is what I'm used to, only starts in April. So I don't do Super Enduro because I like to be home and it's winter in Europe, and I don't know, there's a couple. Probably some of them are invalid, but there's a few reasons why I don't do it. So I normally just hang out at home for these few months, like train, but just go to the pub with my friends and just like ride jet skis and fish. Like last year we did a lot of fishing and
ocean fishing.
Whatever we're into, we did lots of bass fishing last year. But anyways, this year I decided I wanted to last year, but I had a knee surgery. So this year I was like, no, I'm going to make it happen. I want to come over to America, and like their series starts in Jan. Let me do some of their races, and then I'll go over to Europe. I was hoping that there was more races between January and March, but there's 3, and I'm going to fit them in. And I didn't see any harm that can come from it. I mean, if it didn't really work out, I'll just fly home. And but why not take a bit of a chance? Gonna cost me some money, but maybe something good will come from it, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're stoked to have you. I mean, we've been wanting guys like yourself to come over for a long time, and I think that you bring a lot to the series. I really do. I mean, you're a world level guy, and man, I mean, we're stoked to have you, and you know, I'm happy that the community is taking you in and taking care of you. What's been the hardest part of coming over here and being a little bit of a fish out of water?
I mean, I think anywhere you go new for the first time, you don't really have anything here, and you don't really know kind of how things work, you know, like, I thought in the beginning, for the first kind of few weeks that I was planning this, I thought I was going to be on the East Coast, and I was like thinking of friends that are like living around there and where I can stay, and then kind of looked as to where these races are, and I was like, oh flip, like I'm on the wrong side of the country. Like, you don't know the basics, you know. So I was lucky that Josh Shaker was actually the first one who actually made it happen. Wouldn't have happened without him, 100%. Like, I reached out to everyone I kind of knew in America and was like, yo, listen, I want to come and race. Don't have a plan, don't have anything, no bike, nothing. Like, where do I start? And everyone was kind of like, well, there's like some ideas. I just kept kind of knocking on doors, and then Josh was the one who was like, you know what, Matt, I'm gonna make it happen. And he like just subtly got things done. Just the little I don't know, the little things that are actually the big things, like helped sort those shitty logistics out. Like he spoke to the right people. He kind of, I mean, he's a very smart guy, but he kind of pieced the puzzle together just to get me here and to have a bike and to kind of have some support. And second on the agenda was Matt Adams. Like I know him from previous times, but I spoke to him and he was like, listen, he's got his hands full. I mean, he does have his hands full. And I was like, yeah. And he said, he can help me with what I was asking for, but nothing more. And I was like, cool, I understand. Like, and that's all I needed. I needed a bike and I needed shade at the race, like somewhere to park my bike. And the rest, I was like, doesn't matter, I'll figure it out. And I did. And yeah, then I got you, and the rest I figured out, and it's been pretty good.
That is so awesome. What has Matt Adams got going on? Because he's got the Champion Brick Racing team. Can you tell us a little bit about his program and what his program is looking like?
Yeah, he's you know what, Matt's a cool guy. From what I can understand, likes to do cool things and hang out with like cool people. And he just kind of started a racing team. He got diagnosed back with cancer. I don't know if it was before or after he started the team, but he's just a savage. I mean, he goes to chemo like twice a week, every second week. He's at the races, and then he's doing logistics, and he's such a cool guy. Like, I'm so stoked to meet him. But he's got this racing team that is, I think, pretty much fully funded by himself. It's definitely not making a profit. Like, he's just does it for the passion, and he's got some riders in his team, and then another guy, Billy Robertson, is kind of like in the team as well. I think also helps out, but you know, they just want to have fun. Like, they're just there to have a good time. Matt races himself as well. He looks after a guy called Tobin. They're just nice people, and I think he enjoys it. And I mean, I've dealt a lot with him now, and he's super like professional. Like he's super efficient as well. He knows what's going on. Like it's been such a pleasure.
He's definitely a smart dude, and he's a good example of somebody that's doing something for the right reason. And like you 100%. Said, maybe the cancer diagnosis, maybe that accelerated his desire and his plans to have a race team or something. I don't know if that has anything to do with it at all, but I mean, he is living. I mean, dude, what a guy. How inspirational is that? Where he's like, you know what? I'm starting a dirt bike race team. It's not going to make any money, but I'm doing it because I want to do it.
Max, I don't know if you've ever had a look at his bike. It's dude, that's the trickiest bike in the paddock. Like, every bolt is titanium. There's
really?
Go look at it next time. I don't know if it's the same one that'll be here in Hawaii. Probably. Like, he's so organized. His bike is so dialed. Like, honestly, it's insane. And he's got a whole spares, like everything at the races. He's like so low key about it as well. You know, he just does his thing. He's not there to impress anyone. He likes a nice bike, so he makes a nice bike. You know.
Yeah.
Like, he wants a race team, so he does it. He's not like putting it out there like, everyone look at me. He's just doing what he wants. And we had so much fun in the desert, like in California. It was so funny. I mean, honestly, it was like a guy I don't know really, and we just ended up, we were staying together and traveling together for like a week, and we just had so much fun. And like we got some funny stories. So yeah,
that's the best. That is seriously the best. When someone just blindly takes you under their wing and is like, dude, I'll take care of you. This is what I can do for you. Let's have a good time. And then it just ends up being like a fun thing, and it's a cool experience. It's something that both of you guys will remember and cherish for the rest of your life.
Like, I remember leaving California and I was like, Matt, this is it. I'm going now. And he was bummed, bro. He's like, no, you know.
He didn't want you to leave.
When are we going to see you again? And I was like, oh, Matt, like, we're going to have to do this again in Hawaii. And he's like, yeah, okay. You know, go and do your thing now. He's gone back to work. He's at home with his family. And then we got like a week left until we see each other again.
So you're doing Hawaii. So how many hard enduros are you doing?
So I'm doing King of Motos, which I've done, Hawaii now. And then I'm doing Page, Arizona, at Grinding Stone. And then the World Championship starts, so I'm going to fly back to Europe, go and do some testing with my team. I got it like 3 weeks before the first race. And yeah, first race, Trem in France. Looking forward to that. It's one of the better races. It's one that should have been on the calendar for a long time, so I'm glad that they've got it right. And I'm hoping to come back to the States to do round I think it's 5 and 6. There's like a Keystone Challenge round. I've seen those dates are not clashing with any races, and it could be worth my while to come back here, do 2 races over the weekend, you know, if everything goes well, if I've still got some dollars left over after this next month and a half. But I mean, things are working out at the moment, and yeah. Otherwise, if I do or don't do that race, we'll see. But otherwise, I'm doing the World Championship based out of Italy. Same sort of program, same team with my Italian team, and yeah, trying to do well.
So is this U.S. Hard Enduro endeavor that you've taken on, it doesn't sound like it's a money-making proposition. So is this just an investment that you're making into yourself and into your own career?
Max, it's definitely not a money-making proposition, that's for sure. I'm here on my own budget. But you know what? America, historically, it's gonna be big, you know. The series is going to grow, and the sooner I can get into it, the better. You know, it's going to hold me in for a good stead later on in my career when we all start coming over here. I'm going to have done these races before. I'm going to have made the connections. I'm going to have understood the tracks, things like that, you know. Experience is like very, very vital at these, in our sport and things like that, to kind of have a bit of knowledge of how the race works and where you're going, and even down to travel logistics and timing and things like that, you know. All the little things that add up. So I'm taking, I'm doing that now, trying to get that out the way, and seeing where it's going to take me. I don't see any potential harm in being here. I'm certainly not missing out. Maybe missing out on a bit of life living and sacrificing time with my friends, but you know what, that's the price it's going to be. So I'm quite happy with my decision.
And making new ones here, and like you say, laying the foundation for the future, which that brings up another point. It sounds like you would be open to and maybe are planning to potentially do something here more long term in the future, more seriously here in the future, and other people will too. What do you mean by that?
You look at the American motocross series, you know, Prado wins the World Championship, wins MXGP twice, comes over to America. I think it's going to be the same here. I think this US series, the way that yourself, Ryan, Josh, I don't know, Matt, the key sort of players in your US series, you guys are doing something right. It's growing, it's clean, it's looking so promising. I can't say the same for our World Championship, unfortunately, and I really do hope that it goes well this year. But we've been going through a bit of turmoil, you know, like with KTM and Wes dropping out of the promoter, and we got Ross taking over. Yeah, there's a bit going on which is not productive for our sport, and it's the opposite here. I think that this series is good, and I'm certainly open to doing something more based here. Like, Europe is fun. I've traveled Europe and I like it there. I mean, don't get me wrong, but America just seems a bit more down my alley. Maybe the kind of person I am, and like my personality, my maybe English speaking people as well. It just seems a bit easier here. Like, if I was as set up here in America as I am in Europe, I think I'd be in a bit of a different life position. So, I'm open to something, certainly open to something more permanent and more fixed, and even racing here full time in the future, whether that's this year even, we'll see. So, yeah.
Well, that's great to hear. And obviously, like you say, I hope the best for the World Series, because the more good racing series that we have, I think the better for the whole entirety of the sport. So, of course, we want everything to be successful. But when you start reverse engineering the whole thing, you know, it seems like Europe has less land to do this on. Like, land use could be a real issue for this sport. It is a real issue for this sport, and it's going to continue to become an issue in this sport. And here in the States, we have a ton of land, and there's a lot of private property, which is perfect for hard enduro. So, you know, the opportunities are there for this to grow in that way. And yeah, like, especially with the environmental movement, it seems like the environmental movement seems to be stronger over there in Europe. And just, I mean, if they could, they would cancel every single race on the agenda.
Oh, they try hard, and they get it right sometimes as well. Like, we've seen it with Aberstone in Italy. I know to put on a race in Italy is a huge problem, like, just because of the green people. It's true, you know, Max. That's why I think the European series is going to head more down the direction of like short closed circuits, can even be private land, multi-lap format, and I think that's the way it should go. America doesn't have that problem. I mean, we went training the other day, and the guys were complaining about a 40-minute drive, and I literally was like, guys, you have no idea. Like, in Italy, I drive 2 hours to go ride and 2 hours home. You know, like, that's just a normal day. It's not because there's no land around, it's just because you're not allowed to ride anywhere. You know, you got to, like, really get out the city and out of like civilization to find places to ride, which is not so pleasant and not ideal, and it's only getting worse. So we'll see.
Well, that's one thing that's great about here. Personally, I live in Arizona and I can ride from my house. And I bought this house because I could ride from the house. And there's a lot of places throughout just the state of Arizona that you can do that. And we have public land here as well. And that's one thing that doesn't seem to be a thing or as much of a thing in Europe. You know, we have the Bureau of Land Management, we have National Forest Service, we have state trust land, we have, I feel like I'm missing one, but we have these agencies that manage these huge chunks of land, and these chunks of land are technically owned by the citizens of the United States. So I have every right, you have every right as a visitor here. It's public land. We can go out here, and you can't see, but there's mountains forever back here, and we can go explore out here. There's roads, there's trails, until the cows come home, as much as you possibly want. And
Max, it's the same for me back at home. What a pleasure.
In South Africa.
In South Africa, yeah, not Italy.
It's such a pleasure, and it's something that we should be grateful for. And maybe that's why you're liking it here, is because you're just experiencing the freedoms that the United States has to offer.
100%. I mean, like, it's similar in a lot of ways. The South Africa that I live in, my little town area, sort of KZN, you could put it in a bracket. Like, it's a lot more loose. Like, a lot of us, like, we like to shoot guns and we like ride wherever we want. I mean, well, not from my house, but I live in a town, Hilton, and there you ride from the house past the police station, doing wheelies. The police are so happy, you know, they take videos and they like cheer you on. You can literally ride in a straight line until you run out of fuel. You know, no fences, no one's stopping you. You stop at the local shabin. The locals are so happy to see you riding a bike. You know, they want to ride your bike. They want to put your helmet on. You know, they're stoked. It's just so easy going there. And then after you finish riding, you go down, shoot your gun out your car window, then you go and load your jet skis, and go burn laps through the lake until the sun sets. Like, it's just chilled, you know. Man, you go catch a bass, flipping. It's such a nice lifestyle. It's so hard to leave. Even now, I speak to my friends, and I'm just like, oh. Like, yours are living it, you know, but not that I'm complaining, but it is so nice. I love it.
I'm sorry, but did you say shoot your gun out the car window?
No, well, maybe not going to do that like on the tar roads, but I mean, if we're on the farm or something and we've seen like something to be shot, like, then it will get responsibly though. I mean, we're not like irresponsible.
Of course, I didn't know that you guys had guns there. I thought there was like illegal there. No,
they're far from that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's like I shoot a lot. I mean, I shoot like at least once a week, twice a week. Like, we go
really?
to the range, and I mostly shoot clays. It's like a really big big passion of mine, and most of my friends do it as well. So we go hang out. Like, got a really cool clay range nearby. We go to.
What's your favorite off-bike hobby?
Definitely shooting clays.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you bird hunt?
Sorry, what was that, Max?
Do you bird hunt? Do you hunt birds?
I lost you there.
Oh. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Do you hunt birds?
I do. And it's like the one thing me and my dad do together. It's quite cool. Like, he's into it, and so am I, and I've kind of shot shotguns since I can remember, since I was probably 6. And now that I'm old enough to not be like one of the kids, I can come on his bird hunts with him and his friends, you know. Like, I missed Silver Kings 2 years ago because my dad invited me onto the bird hunt, like with him and his friends, and it was like the first kind of year that the kids were invited. Children of like, it's always been like a dad's trip, and then like this was the first year that the kids were invited, and it's kind of like one of those, if you miss it, then you're not on the roster for next year. Like, I mean, I had like planned everything to go to Silver Kings. Like, James had hooked me up with the entry flights, whatever. Like, and I was like, I have to cancel. I'm going hunting. Like, this is one weekend of the year that I can't miss. Like, so I went on the hunt with them, and it was good. Like, yeah, but we're lucky where I live. We got like a lot of birds to shoot. They're like actually a problem for some of the farmers, and it's a good problem for us.
Because they eat all the seeds.
They eat the seeds. We got like a big dam down the road that they built to supply the city, like quite far away, but all the geese have pulled in, and the geese are like out of control. So we try our best to help out in the community. For
sure.
Yeah.
Do geese taste good?
No, I mean, our staff love them, so they don't go to waste. Yeah.
That's good. But you don't eat them personally.
Personally, we don't eat the geese. No.
What do they taste like?
I don't know. I don't eat them.
Well, you can. So you just know that they don't taste good?
I mean,
you're just taking your dad's word for it?
Like if I gave you a cap, like would you eat it? If I said, yeah, it doesn't taste
so
good, you wouldn't try it out, you know, like a random thing, like
maybe.
You wouldn't like try it just to see if it tastes good.
I would try a geese cooked in the traditional method.
I'm not opposed to trying it. I just actually haven't done it. So
what else do you guys hunt over there?
I'm not a big hunter. Like I shoot wing, like I wing shoot a lot, but we don't really hunt. I don't hunt too many animals. Like every now and then we'll shoot a buck or something to make some biltong, but it's not like a common thing for me to go hunting. Like I don't own a rifle. My dad's got one, but I taken. Yeah, nah, not too much. The boys hunt. I mean, like we've been jackal hunts. We shoot jackal, which are like kind of like a fox.
Yeah.
Those are a pest on the farm, and then porcupine as well. It's like that spiky. Yeah. Those are also a problem. They eat the potatoes, so we try and sort those out too. But yeah, nothing's more fun than shooting like birds.
What do you reckon you'd be doing if you weren't racing motorcycles?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. To be honest, probably like went to university and just partied it up for like a couple years, 4 or 5 years. Got some degree. Probably came back to the farm afterwards. I'd say like. I mean, it would have been all so different because I've been riding bikes since I was so young, so it was all I ever did. Like, throughout school, I was pretty much just training and racing. It was already quite serious then. Those are the kind of years that put you down a path. I was just straight down the motorbike path from the beginning, so I don't really know. But judging on my character, I'd say probably gone to university, partied up for 4 or 5 years, and then ended up doing something.
Man, it's such a good point that you say about those are the formative years of your life, of choosing this path or that path. And it's so true because if you take that path, if you go to university, then you're going that way. You can't really go back unless you quit school, unless you get there and you're like, this isn't right, I'm going back. But like, that's some of the most, it's one of the hardest decisions to make as a, you know, an 18-year-old, 19, 20-year-old person to like decide to go to college, do this, or do I want to chase the dream? Do I want to live dirt bikes? And there's not a right answer.
Dude, there's not. I still think about it. I was watching videos last night and I was like, like, it was of some of my friends in Queenstown. And they made like a tribute to their digs, like their house that they're all living in. And I said to the person I was with, I was like, like, sometimes I wonder if I've made the right decision. Like, if it's more fun doing that, like, just kind of living and just, I mean, partying is fun, but they're not just partying, they're just like boys having fun together, you know, and that's like, I don't think there's much more fun than that. Yeah, so sometimes I'm like, should I have gone down that path? But then again, it doesn't take me very long to realize like where I actually am and what I'm doing and just how fortunate I am, you know, to be in the position I am. It's so sick, you know. Every day I look around and I'm like, this is unreal, you know, like, how the hell have I got this right?
So much to be grateful for. And sometimes you have to remind yourself where you came from and how far you've come to be grateful for the position where you're at currently.
Yeah, I'd say.
Have you ever found an arrowhead in South Africa?
I haven't. My dad has. Like, my grandpa, he's not alive now, but where he grew up, where my dad grew up, like, there was a lot of battlegrounds and stuff there, and a lot of, like, South African history on the farm and around surrounding area. So he was super into it, my grandpa, and my dad had obviously rubbed off on him quite a bit. Like, we'll go into places and my dad will like wander off and then come back like 20 minutes later and he's like, look at this, like there'll be like a piece of pottery or I don't know, something from the past. And yeah, so he's certainly found them. I haven't myself, and I'm not that exposed to places where you can find them, but dude, I know that you found a few, and it's like unreal, you know. When I seen the video for the first time, I was like, dude, that's so sick, you know.
I find it fascinating. I mean, that people were just living out here, and I mean, the whole landscape, the whole world would have been totally different when they were here too. But I don't know. I find it totally fascinating that people were shooting bows and arrows and throwing spears to eat and to feed themselves. And we're not that far away from it. I mean, that was like 150 years ago.
No,
here.
It's the same in South Africa. I mean, our history's like doesn't go very far back. You go to Europe and you walk past, you're in a little town to go riding, and you see the church and it's got a date of from 300 AD, you know, like this church is over 1,500 years old, and you look at this thing and you just think, you're like, how is this possible? Back where I'm from, it's not like that. We only got like 200, 300 years of history. of buildings and stuff. But you know who's actually, that arrowhead stuff is crazy. Like, a friend of mine, Kirsten and Brani, they live in Cape Town, and they got the same thing, but with those megalodon teeth, you know, those shark teeth. And they walk the beach. I think they walk their dogs every day, and they found so many of these things, like, on the beach. It's insane. And they said once the eye kind of got in, and once they've seen what they're looking for and found one, then it was like just opened up everything.
Crazy. That's interesting.
How have we not been able to see all of these things? Like, they can't stop finding them now, you know?
Huh. That's interesting, because that's a similar experience that I had. I found one big spear point, and I've been looking for an arrowhead my whole life. Always been fascinated by it. I found a huge spear point, and then it just uncorked them. Arrowhead, arrowhead, arrowhead. On the bike, riding. Arrowhead, turn around.
No way.
Yeah.
That's insane, bro. You're not riding fast enough, Max. You need to stop looking at the rock.
Well, I was bulldogging. I was doing hard enduro, man. I was bulldogging down a hill.
Must have been tired or slow or something, bro.
Well, I couldn't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, true. Nah, it's true. Man can wonder. Man can wonder while you're riding. That's for sure.
It is crazy.
Yeah, that's sick.
Well, good stuff, Matt. I mean, that's all I got. Is there anything else that you want to share? Is there anything that you're working on that you want to share?
Not really. I mean, I'm working on this is what I've been doing for you. Take this.
Dude, now that...
Dude, we got the flipping step now, eh?
Dude, you're fully kitted. Two GoPros.
So Blake, I mean, this is mine. I'll turn it on and show you. This is my one that... Like, I've had a fleet of GoPros for a while, but they've all kind of... GoPro, I don't know about it. They kind of die, you know. One battery dies, or one... I lose them. I'm not very good. This is the only one that's kind of... Well, it's the last one I've ended up with. It's got no back screen. It's a 9 as well, so the battery's not very good on it. And this is what I've been using to vlog. Then I went and did that Hard Enduro burro shoot in Vegas.
Yeah.
And there was like prizes and stuff. Like, if you won the competition, you got $200 or whatever. And I said to the guy, I said, listen, this is a very nice GoPro that you've given me to use, like, that I'm filming on. If I win a prize, can you give me this GoPro rather, like, instead of money? And he was like, yeah, no, this one's like done a year or whatever. Like, okay, fine. Instead of money, I'll give you the GoPro. So every competition, I was like pushing as hard as I could. Like, I was taking crazy lines, like just trying to do everything I can to win. Eventually, I won one. So I now have upgraded to the 13, and the 13 is unreal, bro.
Dude, they're so good.
Dude, the flipping wide angle on this thing. Oh my goodness. Like,
dude,
this is crazy. What the hell?
It's crazy. And I gotta say, thank you, GoPro, for making... I'm not sponsored by GoPro or anything, but thank you, GoPro, for pushing the envelope in the world of action cameras, because it makes guys like us possible to have a job doing what we do. Because if you film your race and you film your ridings with that camera, you can post that on YouTube and people watch it.
Dude,
people watch it. It's amazing.
So I don't even watch it, bro.
I don't either. I get people that come up to me all the time and they're like, dude, I turned on your GoPro from the Wickenburg Enduro 2024 and he's like, I watched the whole thing. I'm like, really? It's like an hour and a half long. He's like, I watched the whole thing. I'm like, I cannot believe that. And thank you for watching and all that. But, you know, and that brings me to another point, and I want to hear your take on this. I think that one of the most important things that we can do as action sports athletes is film content.
For sure, Max. The only reason our sport is not as big as motocross and MotoGP is because it's not accessible as much, you know, like now that we got GoPros and now that there's drones and things like that, like now people can see what we're doing, and who wants to watch a race where you can't actually see what these guys are doing? Like, it's literally... That's the only reason our sport's growing so fast, and growing is because of the action sport cameras and stuff. And that's what I've been doing. I've just been like a flipping media fiend for the past kind of month and a half. I thought the American thing, it wasn't going. Like, I wasn't going to be in America for long, you know. Like, I was trying to make it happen, but it just wasn't. The ball wasn't moving for so long, and I was like, oh, maybe I need some attention around me. I need some hype on my name, you know. Like, let me start doing some media and just kind of just throwing myself out there as much as I can. So I was just posting every day and just filming random shit and just like trying to be as on it as I can, and it makes a world of a difference.
Well, yeah, because otherwise people don't know what you're doing. And you know, I always hear people coming up with excuses. I don't like to film. I don't like to post, and it's just not my thing.
No one does, bro.
Nobody does.
Yeah,
Nobody does. But guess what? People will not watch the content that you don't make.
Yeah,
they won't
obviously.
listen to the podcast that you don't record because it's impossible. You have to make the content. Who cares if nobody listens? Who cares if it doesn't work out in the end? But you got to give yourself a chance, and you got to be posting movie.
You know, like, honestly, if I'm filming it or if I'm not filming it, I'm doing the same thing anyways. So filming it's not going to stop me. It's not going to hold me back. Like, I'm not that good at filming. I'm not that good at editing either, but it's good enough. And, like, yeah, it gets the job done. And I'm doing the cool shit anyways, so I may as well film it. And it literally it's I mean, in the position I'm in, I need all the help I can get, so yeah.
Well, dude, and fortunately for you, you have the dough. You just got to bake the bread. You're a likable guy. You're funny. You're good looking. You ride. You're a crazy athletic rider.
Thanks,
yeah,
dog.
exactly, dude. You got all of it. So if you make the movie, then the potential is there. You know what I mean? And then that will just create more opportunity in the future. I mean,
I made like a series. So last year we did, my ex-girlfriend kind of did like a merch line for me, which was called Out of Line, which I think she came up with the name, but Out of Line I thought was a pretty cool brand name.
It's
like,
perfect.
I'm pretty much out of line most of the time as opposed to what the rest of the people in my life are doing, or like, not life, but my industry, you know, like.
Yes.
I wouldn't say I'm the traditional motorbike rider. So I started the series when I came over to America called Out of Line, and as I said, I'm going to post 2 videos a week, one on Wednesday evening and one on Saturday evening, and just basically what I've been up to. So the Out of Line series has been running now for, I think we're going into episode 7, which I filmed yesterday. And dude, there's like, when you get the camera out and when you're doing funny things, like, dude, it's so funny. Like, I sit and while I'm editing, I'm just laughing the whole time. But the Out of Line series has been such a hit. Like, it's so funny. I don't even care if people watch it or if there's lots of views, but it's just more like, I can't wait to in 5 years' time to go to YouTube and to watch my travels again, you know, and just like laugh at what I was doing then and like what I didn't know and what I did know and like the positions I was in. I mean, like, yeah, it's been so good. I don't know how I've ended up doing like the coolest shit ever, but I've just been having such a fun time since I've been here.
Well, dude, and what a great way to record and kind of journal your life. You know, someday you'll be 50, 60, 70, 40 years old and you'll be able to look back on your YouTube channel and be like, look at this life that I lived.
Well, that's the thing. Like, honestly, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, you post something and then it just gets lost after a few years.
Gone forever.
You know?
Gone
Whereas
forever.
YouTube, search the name up, you know, go into the channel, search the video, and it just pops up. You see, I watch YouTube videos from 10 years ago all the time.
Yep, 100%.
So the other line's been going well. The Instagram reels have been popping.
Are you selling merch right now?
No, I'm not selling merch. That's the reason I never did it before. It's just like too much on the go. I'd like for someone to sell my merch for me.
It's work.
But,
it does take
that's
work.
The thing. It's work I'm not prepared to do.
Well, and even making movie takes a lot of work too. It's not the filming that takes a long time. It's the editing. It's the sitting down. It's the exporting. It's uploading. It's doing the whole thing.
And it's, you know what's been tough is that I've put on a schedule. Maybe I'm gonna miss like a couple of days because if you say I'm doing it every Saturday and every Wednesday, then you got to make sure it's done before. Then. You got a deadline. So not negotiating
with yourself.
Literally. So now I'm like, I filmed yesterday. It'll be edited today. It'll be scheduled. So at least I got a couple of days buffer, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not like super live, up to date.
Yeah. Well, it like doesn't matter. It just matters that you're putting it up. And I really think it's important for people to get to know the riders as well, because you might behave in a way, or the person that you are might resonate with a certain audience, and those people, they won't see you if you're not posting. Like, for example, Cody Webb, he's got a very unique audience. Like, Cody is his own person. He's nerdy. He works on his bikes. He posts all this Yamaha stuff. And he's created a whole following of people that just love his engineering mind, how he describes things. Clever. Yeah, he's super smart. And there's a ton of people that really love that stuff specifically. But then a guy like yourself, there might be some people like, dude, I'm inspired by Matt because he just is enjoying himself. He's having a good time. He does this and he does that and he shoots guns out the car window. Like, this is my guy right here.
Yeah, I get you. I know what you mean. Like, yeah, I'm not a YouTube guy myself. I don't really watch anyone's YouTube, but every now and then I'll put on like my mates and see what they're doing. It is cool, but some people, they love it. They only use YouTube. A lot of people I know, they only use YouTube. If you're going to be watching someone for 20 minutes, you're going to get to know them. On Instagram and Facebook, you watch them for 15 seconds and you scroll, and 1 hour later or 5 minutes later, you don't even know what you just watched. Like, it doesn't stick with you at all. You know,
Totally.
whereas YouTube or podcasts or things like that, you've kind of retained their attention for so long. And, like, you meet people and they talk to you as if they know you. And you're like,
Yes.
who are you? Like, I've never
Yes.
met you. And they, like, know everything about you. And they know things that you did and that I've forgotten about. Because it didn't mean much to me. But obviously to them, it stuck with them. So they're like, yo, can't believe you did that, like, when you were in India, like, 2 years ago. And you're like, dude, what are you talking about? Like,
It's crazy, isn't it?
literally, bro.
It's really wild. Well, it's just cool that we have that opportunity. I mean, even 10 years ago, those opportunities weren't a thing. The only way to be successful in the world of dirt bikes was to go racing and to win races or to podium races, and that was how you were successful, or to end up in the magazines. But now you can create your whole own movie channel on YouTube.
It's so funny. It's so funny, eh? Like, the YouTube is like, I'm not that into it, I wouldn't say, but I'm doing it, and it's just too good, eh? Like,
Yeah.
I'm mostly doing it to look back. I can't wait to look back,
Yeah.
Show my kids. We're gonna have like 10 of them, and then put them all up in front of like the big TV and be like, hey boys and girls, this is what you're waiting for. This
Here's
is how I met
Daddy.
your mother, like, look at.
Yeah.
Yes,
Watch
Mom.
Daddy. Sit down. No, you have to watch. That's funny. What's all right, switching gears a little bit, and then we'll wrap it up soon. What's one thing that if you had to if you could go back in time and tell your younger self one thing, what would that be?
Yo, I don't know. I'd say I don't ever really apologize for things. Like, I don't really regret things either. Everything you did that was a mistake, you kind of learn from it, and the only way
Totally.
you kind of learn is through mistakes. Like, people tell you things, and yeah, sure, I know that, but until you make the mistake, but I wouldn't really look back on anything and change anything. Like, maybe stop. I mean, I did stop my YouTube channel for like 2 years. It was going so well, it was so funny, and then, dude, I just got so comfortable overseas, like, the last 2-3 years. Kind of just got into routine, like, just ticked the boxes, did what I needed to, not like my full potential. I was traveling a lot, like I was living a lot more outside of racing than I probably should have, but I don't regret it either, because it was so much fun, like, I was seeing so many different things, and like, yeah, it was a cool time, but it definitely wasn't as productive. And yeah, I mean, I think I got a bit of catch up to do now, so maybe that's kind of, I missed the balance there a little bit, but now I know, so I
Right,
don't regret it.
you wouldn't be able to know otherwise. It took that experience for you to know, oh, this is the path that I need to be on, and this is where I want to be.
Yeah, I'm glad that I didn't go too far down that path, because I still got enough resources to like race and do what I want to do, and like, opportunities haven't slipped, but yeah, I definitely pushed the envelope a little bit. Like Annie and Billy, that always like want to grab me around the neck and be like, get that, like, step out of it, like, you need to come on. And I was like, oh, no, boys, like, I'm chilling, I'm having so much fun, like, why would I want to do anything different? Which I kind of see their side now a bit more. 24, like you said, 24 is young.
It's young. You got a lot of time. I mean, you're in a
It's
good
young.
spot.
Yeah.
And dude, the thing is like, one day you'll have kids and you'll be settled down, and I think it's important to do what you want to do now, because otherwise you're going to be holding animosity towards your life, your kids,
Yeah.
your this, your that. You have to do what you want to do right now. Now is the time.
Nah, you're not wrong. That's for sure.
We have my girl and I, we have like, we make up like different days of the week. Like, we call Monday one day, because everybody always says, one day I'm going to do this, and today is one day. Monday, one day. Tuesday, I'm choosing what I'm doing today. So we have a whole
so
like
inspirational, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, things must happen at that household.
Wednesday. When is it? When? What time is it? It's when. It's right now.
Oh my god.
So yeah, we go off a little bit, but I think that's what it's for, man. Life is for living, bro. You gotta live it. What's and then I want to shift gears real quick, and then we can be done because I don't want to take too
Dude,
much
where
of
are you
your time.
rushing off to? What you rushing
No,
off to?
I got nowhere to be. Are you good?
Dude, I got nowhere to be. I'm just chilling, you know. I'm
All
on the
right,
island.
let's keep rapping.
The
Let's
ocean's
keep
not
rapping.
going nowhere, you know. Like, dude, I'm not rushing anyway. I got my
All right.
breakfast here. Oh yeah.
Perfect.
I'm
What are you
chilling.
eating for breakfast? What do you got for breakfast?
Smoothie King this morning. Well, not smoothie. I made a smoothie. It's basically just protein, powder. Put 2 bananas in there. Put some chia seeds, some peanut butter. What else I put in? Put in some. There's one pretty good one. I'm missing out. Oh yeah, some Greek yogurt, some ice. Dude, she's a good one. This one. Put
That's a
some
good
dates inside. Yeah.
Every once in a while, you'll get the ratios just right, and it'll be
This is a
just the
good one,
right
yeah.
level of liquidy and creamy or whatever.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the smoothies. Like, since I got here, I kind of went to the grocery shop and bought some food, like just breakfast, because I knew I'd be like living out of kind of Airbnbs and cookable places. So I've been making my own breakfast, which has been good. The American food's so unhealthy. That's why I'm saying I've been doing this.
So brutal.
But since I got to Hawaii, there's a very nice blender, and I've been smacking the smoothies. Oh yeah, oats as well. Oats is the other thing that's like a bit more, like a bit of fiber, a bit more foody, you know.
Is there anything specific that you try to stick to with your diet, or do you just eat whole foods? Like, what's your diet like?
Nah, I think food is food is probably my biggest passion. So I'm definitely not on. I try and eat as healthy as I can, but I just try and eat good food. Like, I love the taste of food, like, and I love eating. It just makes me so happy. Like, dude, when lunch comes around, I'm just so pumped. And dinner, I'm just like, finally it's dinner, you know, like.
Yeah.
So I try and eat healthy, good food. Like, we've been here in Hawaii, and I met this guy. His name was Josh, and he catches tuna. Bro, he says to me he wants some tuna. I said, Josh, I want some tuna. And I went and met up with him in the evening. He took the fish out of his boat and he cut it up in front of me. Yes, it was like a samurai. You should have seen him how he used
Dude,
that knife.
the food in Hawaii is so good, dude.
He gave me, like, I'm not joking, at least 3 kilos of tuna, like fresh. Hey, so immediately we got home. That next day I cut it all up into sashimi, put it on plates, and it's been in the fridge. And like we're kind of on our last one now, but we've been absolutely smashing this. Like, we've had to have a concerned effort to get all the
To
tuna
not eat
done.
it all.
Like,
Wow, to
not
eat
to
it
not
all.
eat it all, to actually eat it all, because there's so much, and it's like,
Holy
dude,
moly.
you don't want to be pushing like raw fish in the fridge for like more than 3 or 4 days, you know.
Yeah.
So we're on like day 4 now. Last night I was busy ramming that stuff down until my tummy was sore. So, but you can do that if it's good food.
Yeah, exactly. And dude, there's no better food that you could put in your body than something that's straight from the wild, fresh like that.
Straight. That thing was swimming in the morning, and I was eating it in the evening.
And do you notice a difference when you're eating good like that of your body and your energy?
Sure, man, 100%. You have a big night out. Maybe the alcohol's something, but you end up eating chicken wings, and you end up having 2 garage pies on the way home. You wake up in the morning, you go and have a nice eggs Benedict and flip and clap all the sauce on it, and then the whole day you just delete it.
Ball.
Yeah, literally. Can't get off the blocks, but if you wake up and have a nice breakfast and like you've been eating good food, bro, everything just works as it's supposed to, you know? So nice.
100%. We went to Supercross Saturday night, and me and baby mama was getting hungry, so we went and got some chicken tenders with French fries. Dude, all day yesterday, just not ideal stomach stuff.
Supercross, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly go to the bathroom, Max.
Yeah.
Give me like 2.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just gonna stay recording here. I don't want to like stop the recording and then start the recording again because you never know with these things. So I'm just gonna stay live here. This guy's a crack up, yeah? Seems like Matt's having fun. Share with you what I got going on over here. I did a bunch of weed eating. Weed eated my whole yard yesterday. Full acres worth of weed eating. Probably like 10 or 15 refills on the spool. So gnarly. Just kept refilling that thing. Like 4 tanks of fuel on the weed eater. Dude, my arm is sore today. Oh, he's back. What do you think that the U.S. Hard Enduro series is doing right, and where do you think that they could improve?
What they are doing right, I'd say, is like the media is pretty good. Like with social media, I mean, for what resources you guys got, like, it's pretty good. It's hard to get onto a big broadcasting network like Red Bull TV or something, but
Yeah.
I think for the team you guys have, like, and how efficient they were, and like the way that you guys dealt with the riders and stuff, bro. It's like, it's so modern world. I mean, yeah, that's gonna just expose the sport so much more. That's a good thing. And then the biggest thing is that just how good your races are. Like, your tracks are cool. I mean, from what I've seen, I'm making a judgment off 3 or 4 races that I've done here, but they've been so good and they've been well planned and thought through, and like, they look good on camera. They kind of allow the riders to race them well, keep it exciting, kind of different concepts at each round. I mean, yeah. So that's what they're doing well. Maybe what they're not doing is kind of exposing it to the rest of the world. I kind of know about it, but no one else does. Everyone's asked me, what are you doing in America? And I'm like, I'm racing the series here. And they're like, oh, really? What? You know, like, so I don't know how people don't know about it so much, but yeah, the outside world doesn't seem to. Everyone knows about Erzberg and everyone knows about Romaniacs and Roof of Africa, but not many people know about King of Motos. I mean, I didn't. And I'm in the sport. King of Motos has been around for long.
Yeah, since 2012 it's been around.
Dude, I mean, that's crazy.
Sometimes I wonder if we have too many races. You know, we have King of Motos, we have all these races, and sometimes I wonder if we had fewer races and those were bigger events, if that would be better. But I don't know, because there's other things that an event like King of Motos has, like they have a live stream and we're part of a really huge event, which kind of brings us to the big screen, you know. So there's every event has their strengths, I'd say.
I don't think that you have too many. I think it's right. Like, dude, people can get around. You can drive to all of them. Like, yeah, I think it's sick. Do the ones you can. Do the ones, some are bigger than others. Like, I don't see there being too many. And yeah, I think people, maybe as more people from outside America come over, like me, for example, I heard Mario's coming to Grinding Stone. I heard there's some other guys like maybe coming to Grinding Stone. As that happens more and more, you know, all the Spanish that watch Mario, they're going to now see this race in America and be like, oh, look at that. And that kind of happens organically. Dude, can you hear me? Max, what's going on, bro? The hell?
Crikey.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, this may be the end of the episode. Max, your host, has left me all alone in my room, looking at myself on the camera. So, if this is the end, it's been a pleasure. I've really enjoyed talking to Max and all you listeners. Hope you enjoyed it as well. If you want to follow me in my American endeavors, go onto YouTube, search Matt Green. I think it's Matt Green. My YouTube channel, kind of most of my media and most of the stuff goes on there, or it has been up until now. Who knows what the future holds, but I've been pretty consistent, so it'll probably stay. And come to watch the races. I hope to be at more American races. I hope to meet more Americans, and I'm grateful for the ones that have helped me out so far. So, yeah, let's keep the wheels turning. Let's keep this big ball rolling. Stay hard, train hard, party hard, enjoy life, and make the most of all of the opportunities that are being given. This is me.
Oh my god. Is it slippery there?
Bro, it was so slippery. You should have seen the rivers we were going up yesterday.
How do you know where your tires are going to be when the water's coming down like that?
You don't. You just got to go, bro. Wow, this was a good one. I did it clean a few times, but bro, this one was big. The one at the top. Dude, it was so sick. There's one more I'm going to show you.
What tire setup are you running over there?
I got the Hawaiian Special Kindanali on the back.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
That's the one that we were making fun of.
the super soaker, bro.
The truck tire.
The super swamper. All
right, do you have tubeless on it? With tubeless?
Yeah, with tubeless. This is the real Hawaiian Special. That's me. Like, this waterfall is big.
That's a huge step up. Do you reckon the Gnarly would be better than like a Michelin sticky tire there?
I don't know. It'd be interesting to try it. Like, yeah. I'm such an advocate for the Plus tire. I've got a Plus coming for the race, but they say literally the Hawaiians are like, oh, if you don't have a Gnarly, don't get on the start line. So yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see. Like, I can't imagine the Plus is any worse because it's just such a good tire all around. But we'll see. Definitely haven't tested. So.
I just don't know if the Plus is as good in the wet. I feel like the Plus is not as good in the wet. It works really well in the dry, but when it gets wet, I feel like the Michelin is better. I've heard good things about the Dunlop tire as well, but who knows? But yeah, you're right. The Hawaiians are like crazy about it. Like, dude, nah. They're like, don't even show up without this truck tire on.
That thing's massive. It's like 180. The profile is huge. Bro.
We had a field day with that tire.
Bro, that was so funny. That's in the vlog, bro. That's in the vlog. Episode 3. Ryan's tire, bro.
So funny. Dude, how hilarious is Ryan? Ryan cracks me up, dude.
Bro, what a guy.
Such a
I
guy.
just added him on Snapchat the other day, and he makes me laugh so much. Like, what the hell?
He's so good.
He's in Mexico at the moment.
Yeah, doing a big ride. Looks so sick.
That's what it's about. He's doing like a desert race, no?
Yeah, no, it's not a race. He's just riding.
That's so sick. What a guy.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves it, dude. He does a really good job with everything he does. So
He does.
yeah,
And he seems so young. He's not young, or...
He's similar to your age, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
He's young.
he operates, bro.
He does.
He operates, bro. He's like a machine.
He gets so much done. I don't know how he does it all. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
He's an interesting study for sure. But sorry for the technical difficulty, people. I'm not sure where we left off or what we had recorded, what kept, what we lost, but we were talking about the U.S. Hard Enduro Series and what we're doing properly and what's good about it and where we can improve. I think Matt had a nice little sequence there that I didn't get to hear. So if you want to, can you summarize that for me again just so we can revisit that?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'll try my best. But I think what I think's good about this series is that each race is quite a spectacle, and like they're pretty well organized. The track's good for the riders, like it makes for good racing. The track's good for media, makes for good media. I mean, it's a relatively new series. That's why it's not like as big as Erzberg and Romaniacs, but it's definitely growing. It's on the up. You know, you guys are doing your media well. You guys are using all the resources you got. Like, another one is that there's prize money. I mean, bro, what a pleasure. Like, even if it's a couple $100, you know. But some of them is like 10 grand for the win. What the hell? I go to Erzberg and you finish. Even if you win Erzberg, you get nothing, you know.
So such a bummer. It's such an insult to the riders. It's like you're bringing in
such an
hundreds of thousands of dollars and you can't give the riders some money.
I'm like your circus animal and then you just don't even give me a peanut, you know?
Yeah.
Like, come on, literally.
Yeah.
Like,
throw the dog a bone.
Dude, I'm starving, bro. I need some prize money, you know?
I agree. I think it's disrespectful towards the athletes to not have a decent purse.
It's not going to make the wheels turn completely, but it's certainly going to help a little bit. It's going to grease the bearings a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and it's quite nice. And prize money also feels different. When you win prize money, it doesn't feel like hard-earned money. It's just like a bonus. Like you're like, oh, let's. That's when you end up buying things that are fun and like spending it on something cool. Actually, when I was filming in Vegas, I won some prize money for besides the GoPro, and I'd said to all the Americans, regardless of what happens, if I win any money, I'm putting it all on red. Like, I'm just going to take it to the casino, one time, put it all down, double or nothing. And I was like, I think everyone should do that. Like, I think that should be the rule, you know? We're here in Vegas, like, live a little. No one was keen. Literally no one did it. So I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to stick to my word. If I'm just go to the casino by myself, I'm going to do it. So we ended up going to the casino, put it all on red. It hit, gooms, double my money. Then ended up walking home with like, I don't know, I got like a lucky streak on the blackjack table, which I don't gamble much. I mean, I certainly don't gamble a lot, but like I'm not very good at it, and I always lose. And then I just by chance ended up winning like the most I've ever won in my life in Vegas. It was just too good, like such a story, and I was so stoked.
Did you? So you made the money and then you walked away.
I made the money. I walked away from that table. And later on in the night, we ended up back in another casino, and I put more of it down, not all of it. I don't know, maybe like a quarter of it down again, just to help pass time, and you know, because I wasn't going to be that guy who just sits and watches at the table. I thought I'd get involved a little bit, dude. And then I just started winning, and the ball was rolling, and I was raking in this cash, bro. I was so stoked. Tristan and Cody, they were like, it was so lucky. I mean, I was just getting, I split aces and got double blackjack the one time, and like it landed on, I got 777, and they paid me like $250 just off that little hand, and it was just.
How much did you make total?
Dude, I don't know, because I didn't actually, but it was around about $600. Like, I was so stoked, bro.
That's pretty good.
Bro, that's insane, you know? That's insane. Like, I think I walked with about 600. As we were leaving, Rada was like, oh, let's go put 200 down on red. Come on, it's going to double again. And I was like, okay, fine. Like, I'll do it for you. Like, with you. You know, I'll support you. I'm sure you got this. And we lost $200 then. So it would have been a bit more, but yeah, it was too funny. Eh? What a memory.
No risk, no reward.
You know? Literally. I was like, wow.
So hilarious. What's your preferred format for hard enduros? And with that being said, obviously every race venue, every property has different, like...
Yeah.
elements and variables that we have to account for to make for the right one. And I think that's one thing that makes the series good, is that we can change the formats a little bit. But like, what's your preferred format, and what do you think is best for the sport?
My preferred format is these shorter races, shorter lap style races, where the track, like TKO for example, TKO final, the track is 2 kilometers long, 3 kilometers long, whatever. We can walk it before. There's many lines. The whole thing's taped. No one's getting lost. And the best thing is that all the spectators are watching. These guys they've lined the track and they're shouting for us, and they get to see what we're doing, and they can live stream it. It's just so good, bro. It's like, why the hell do we not do that all the time for racing? That's going to be the only way the sport grows and goes forward. Besides your long day riding, that's so traditional for like hard enduro,
Yeah.
Like, your amateurs don't want to go and do lap style races. Like, that should just be for us pros. And then the amateurs, they must go out and have a long day. And yeah, our sport's not big enough that the pros pay for the event. But I think the only way it's going to become like that is through these shorter style racing, when the pros kind of race separately to the amateurs, and at different places. Because a long day on the bike is what, your average guy wants.
Totally. It seems like a mixture of the two would be good. Like Saturday, have one big long race for the amateurs, but also, have pro splits on it. So you have a Saturday long race, and then Sunday short course race for the pros, and then all the amateurs that raced all day Saturday can watch the next day.
Dude, like, so good. I mean, the long races are not going to fall away. It's not like if we start doing these short ones, then they just disappear. Romaniacs are still happening. So we actually suggested to Romaniacs that they run an event the weekend before, like our short style course, World Championship spec race on the Sunday before Romaniacs, and then we race Romaniacs on Tuesday. Like, we just do we all be there anyways. At least then, I don't see why it wouldn't work. It will be fresh for our more important points taking race, and then afterwards we can all do Romaniacs. And
then Romaniacs wouldn't count towards the series?
Yeah, I think it should be a series just of short races. I mean, Romaniacs doesn't count towards the series now as is, but that's political.
Well, that is the crazy thing, because right. But like, Romaniacs is a 4-day rally, but it still counts for the same amount of points as a 1-day hard enduro, right?
Yeah, so what they've done last year, they introduced it at Silver Kings, is that the rallies now count for more points. So like, you get points on each day racing, and then you get overall points as well. So essentially it can be like double the points actually.
Well, that makes sense.
It does make sense.
Well, there you have it. Matt Green. Seems like a good spot to end it.
Yeah, why not? No, it's been good, I appreciate it. I enjoyed talking to you, Max. Look forward to when you're coming to Kauai.
Monday.
Sick. I think I'm going to be there probably Friday already. I just going to go meet up with a rider guest. We're going to do some surfing.
You'll have fun with him. He just texted me while we're on the phone. That dude is so cool. You guys will have a lot of fun together.
Yeah.
And
I'm looking forward to it.
They're a good family too, so they'll take good care of you. And Kauai is super bitch, and I'm curious to see what you think about Kauai. But yeah, man, I'll see you there. And man, thank you so much for making time to come on the podcast and bullshitting with me. I really enjoyed it, and we'll have to do it again for sure.
Yeah, cool. I'm happy. Yeah, we'll do it once a week.
That might be a little too much. Hey, be good over there, my man.
Cheers. Have a good one, We'll see you later. Cheers,
all right,
Max.
brother.
Bye,
Thanks
bye.
again. Cheers.